Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing swatches with you from I Am Custom Color. I've got a few different things here to share with you. So I have my phone ready to tell me all my information that you need to know. In the description box below, I will link I Am Custom Color's site. I will also leave all of this information that I'm telling you right now. I'll also link their Instagram page as well as my Instagram page where I'll have more swatches of everything that I show you today. I do have a coupon code right here. It's not an affiliate code or anything like that. It's just to give you 20% off if you're interested in using it. So the first thing that I have to share with you is their new Hawaiian Fall collection. This is a 6-piece collection that releases September 22nd at 12 a.m. These will retail for $10 each. And then 1 week after that, on the 29th, we have Halloween releasing. This is inspired by The Nightmare Before Christmas, and this will release for $6. And this is in a 0.35 milliliter bottle. And the last thing I have to share with you is super special. This is releasing for my birthday. This is going to be releasing on October 6th, and it's called Mauve-lously Pampered, and it will release for $8 a bottle. So in total, I have 8 polishes to share with you, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first polish is called Halloween, and this is in a clear base. It has a micro holographic glitter as well as micro black glitter. It also has what I assume is glow-in-the-dark little back glitters in here as well. So here's one coat of Halloween over Banksy, which is the black cream polish from I Am Custom Color. This has a nice formula. It will build up to opacity on its own if you are really that invested, and as a topper it is a little bit difficult to get spread out evenly, but it does look really nice this way, and it is my preferred way of wearing it. These bats are a little bit difficult to get out, so I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of glitter placement here just to show you what I would do to wear it itself. So there is one coat. The next polish is called Mauve-lously Pampered, and this is a mauve polish. It does lean more pinky purple, and it does have a green shimmer. It also has UCC flakies all throughout it. So here's our first coat of Mauve-lously Pampered. This has another great formula, very easy to use, not too thick, not too thin. You do get a good amount of these little flakies out with each swipe. You don't have to do any kind of fishing or anything like that for them. So here is the second coat, and this one does cover for me completely in 2 coats. Depending on your application, you may opt to go in for a third if you do thinner coats. These flakies kind of want to stick to your nail. They're not too bad, but I think since they're a little bit on the larger side, they'll want to stick a little bit more than the smaller ones. So there's 2 coats. The next polish is called Kilauea Dances in the Dark, and this is like a murky brown polish. It's got a green shimmer, and it looks like it also has a reddish fuchsia shimmer running throughout it as well. I believe this also has a touch of a holographic element as well as flakies. So here's our first coat of Kilauea Dances in the Dark. This has a great formula. I Am Custom Color typically does have like really nice, easy to work with formulas. They are kind of beginner friendly where they stay right where you put them. They don't want to really run or pool or anything like that. This also has really amazing coverage here on this first coat, and if you did a thick enough coat like I did on my pinky, you could easily get this opaque in 1 coat, but I am going in rather thin on the rest of my nails, so I am going to go in for 2. So here's the second coat, and again, this one does cover completely in 2 coats for me, though it was very close in 1. This is going to dry decently fast and pretty dull, so you will want a good glossy top coat for this as well, and the shimmer stands out against that dark base absolutely beautifully. So there's 2 coats. The next polish is called Rainbow Falls, and this is a micro glitter. It's a like light cerulean blue micro glitter. It looks like it has a lighter blue shimmer and those same UCC flakies. So here's our first coat of Rainbow Falls. This one is very sheer. You could easily use this as a topper if you wanted. It would look really nice over a dark blue or a really light blue, any kind of blue. It would really look nice over a purple, a black, a white. So here is the second coat, and I can still see my nail line here after 2 coats, so I am going to go in for 3. These glitters, or these flakies rather, don't stick to your nail like the previous polish did, the Mauve-lously Pampered did, but it will kind of make a mess. They're small, they get everywhere. So here is 3 coats, and this one covers completely in 3 coats for me. Again, it'll dry dull, so you will want a nice glossy top coat and slightly textured as well. So there's 3 coats. The next polish is called Hula To The Poi, and this is a light lavender polish with UCC flakies, a pink shimmer, and those linear holographic elements. So here's our first coat of Hula To The Poi. This has phenomenal coverage here on this first coat, depending on your application. Again, if you go in a little bit thicker like I did on my pinky nail, you could easily wear this on just 1 coat, but I do have the tendency to do a little bit thicker on my pinky and then pretty thin on the rest of my nails, so it is just more consistent for me to go in for 2 coats across the board. This has another great formula, easy to use, stays where you put it. So here is the second coat, and this one does cover completely in 2 coats for me. Some of these larger flakies will make the polish dry slightly textured. It also dries a little bit dull, so for those 2 reasons you will want a glossy top coat. And these flakies do kind of seem to stick to my nails, so just keep that in mind. They're not difficult, it's just notable. So there's 2 coats. The next polish is called Picking Puka, and this is a nice light pink polish, and it's got a pink shimmer and some UCC flakies, little black like micro flakies that shift to a almost gold. So here's our first coat of Picking Puka, or Puka, Picking Puka. This one is a little bit sheer on this first coat. It is a light pink, so it is to be expected. Has another great formula. I A M Custom Color's formulas are a little bit on the thicker side, but it makes it really easy to use. Again, doesn't want to run or pull or anything like that, and I did just apply oil and it's still not running, so it's pretty phenomenal. Here's 2 coats, and depending on your application, this is completely opaque in 2 coats. I am going to go in for a 3rd coat. I don't think it's 100% necessary, but it does build up those flakies even more. You do get a ton of these flakies out with each swipe without having to do any kind of manipulating or swirling or keeping your bottle upside down or anything like that, and they do spread out evenly across the nail. They're just going to be a little bit difficult to remove because they are on the larger side. Again, it will dry slightly textured because of those flakies and a little dull, so a good glossy top coat for this one as well. So there's 3 coats. Up next we have Mint Kona Coffee, and this is a nice brown polish. It's got a green shimmer. It's also got a linear holographic effect to it, as well as those same UCC flakies. So here's our first coat of Mint Kona Coffee. Mint Kona Coffee. Says great coverage here on this first coat. I can still see a little bit of my nail line. I did go in a little bit thicker here on my ring finger. There's always one. And it does look completely opaque there, but it is a little bit patchy here on the rest of my nails, so I am going to go in for 2, but it does cover really, really nicely with another amazing formula. Easy to use, stays where you put it. So here's 2 coats, and this one does cover completely in 2 coats, and that shimmer in there stands out just so freaking beautifully against your nail. Again, it will dry a little tiny bit textured because of these larger flakies and a little bit dull, so a good glossy top coat for this one. So there's 2 coats. And the last polish is called Aumaku Mano, and this is a steely gray. It's got blue undertones to it. It also has a blue shimmer, those same UCC flakies, and the same linear holographic effect. I'm not even going to attempt to say this name again, but here is the first coat. This one does cover really well here on this first coat as well. I am trying to work in much thinner coats, so I am going to go in for a 2nd coat, but depending on your application, this one could easily be a 1-coater. There's a lot of these little flakies in here, so it will dry a little bit bumpy, like a little textured. It's not a big deal if you have a nice glitter-eating top coat though. So here is the 2nd coat, and this one does cover completely in 2 coats. This one also dries much more hollow than it applies. Again, a phenomenal formula, so easy to use. So there is 2 coats. So my favorite from the Hawaii Fall collection is Picking Puka. This is so beautiful in a color that I just really, really love. I love my flakies. I love being able to wear these matte, being able to wear these glossy. and it's just really beautiful. So that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll talk to you again next time.